in the classroom. Um, I know that there is a lot of videos available, but what I was intriguing now that I could adapt it with the needs of my students according to what they is important for them. And for example, I am just thinking in my Spanish and non-Spanish language learners. For example, that sometimes I have problem with communication. That's the best demonstration for me to go with these students and tell them, hey, this is what we are doing. Just catch up with this in case I didn't explain well. You could see it in the classroom, and sometimes it's like students that cannot make it for the laboratory to do it in classroom.
Exactly.
Um, and they will miss the lab. So
No,
it's
they
like
can miss it.
now you have the results here. This is what we do, explain in your own words what's happening here, and this will be then a grading for them, just to adjust them that they don't miss that day. And I think this is fantastic. The only limitation that I am observing, if I have to do this in classroom, so this is something that I have to prepare in advance. If I do this in classroom during the lesson with my students, then I will probably in the future just thinking how to do this. If I just recording this in classroom, um, I cannot do it with one of my students probably because I like to be just one-on-one with them, checking them up, and I will not have time just to concentrate just to do the video. That's the problem that I will have with this. But besides that, I think this is a
Yeah.
good
Well,
idea.
the flip in the classroom is the idea that they watch the video before they come to your class.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it could be a do now also. If they,
Mhm.
for example, they don't have internet at home, whatever. It could be
Yeah.
a do now. You give them the three first minutes, and then they are ready to. But you complement this with
The
like
lesson.
a question or a note, or bring me a question or note, or answer these three questions, and you can post it in a model that is free, a free online platform for us.
What's the connection? I mean, what's the benefit of
we are
actually
not
having
recording
you
yet.
do the video instead of just finding the video on YouTube?
The problem with the video in YouTube is there is a lot of them. Um, the students are not familiar. Some of them, it could be they talk too fast, and in this one I could pace down. I could put the vocabulary that we are using specific for the classroom. Other ones are more complicated for the students and it's really long. There are the videos that is almost 10 minutes to explain a process, and I think that this is too much for the students. And the attention span is you could go out. And with this one, it's just in 2 or 3 minutes. We have the essential information with a question. Think about it. Let's discuss it in classroom. And it's more personal also. So it's not the same. So the students will feel more familiar. And in case that I don't explain something well, they have the, hey, I didn't understand this. Can you explain me this again? But they don't have the excuse to say, I saw this video or I don't understand anything about it. It's the things that we are discussing in classroom. And I could adapt it just checking what I did in classroom, just revise the notes again. This is what we do, and I just it's more personal. You could just make it more easy for them to get the connection there.
Do you recommend other teachers to use this flip in the classroom?
I don't have any problem for flipping the classroom. I think that if the teacher is feeling comfortable to do it, I think this is one tool that we could use. If they don't have problem with technology and they are not shy, that would be an option. In my case, I think that I would highly recommend it. All depends how is the feeling for the other teachers though. So it's a resource, you could have it and you could use it also for your students. It's like I am just thinking the ones that I cannot make it in classroom and my SPED students and my ELL, I'm just trying to think how to help them to get to the other level with them.